love the new look, love the great images, great first impression. Let's welcome the iconic Costa Iatru from Iconic Images. Yay!
Thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm going to share with you my slide pack and kick it off. There it is. All right. So good morning to you and welcome to my quick presentation. I've cut down a 45-minute webinar that I gave about a month ago into 7 minutes. So I'm going to give you the guts of what we talked about. In this presentation, I'm going to do two things. First of all, well, three things. First of all, I'll tell you, my name is Costa. Surname is Iatru. It's the Greek pronunciation. That's my preference. The key thing is to work with entrepreneurs to build their brand. Everyone has a brand, whether you like it or not, whether you want it or not. The key thing is that you have control over what you create and how you present that information. How it's perceived is not up to you, but you can influence that. And what I'm going to do today is go through the 7 steps you need to create and you need to be thinking about when you create your brand identity. Everyone has an identity. You have a driver's license, you have a thumbprint, you have a retinal scan. They're all unique to you. So what is unique to your brand and how do you create that uniqueness? The second thing is you'll have an understanding of the high level information that you need to create and the questions you need to ask so you can create your brand identity, right? So let's get cracking into it. It's important. Why? Well, always you've got to be thinking, well, why is it important to me? You want to be able to differentiate yourself from everyone else who has the same category. You go to any other networking group and, oh, I'm the mortgage broker. I'm the so-and-so. Oh yeah, another mortgage broker. No, you need to then find what is different about you. So they go, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Or you specialize in this area, or so you do this differently. It also helps to build your credibility within your own groups, in your clients' minds and into your marketplace. You need to create the right perception. So, what people perceive is their reality. The reality of life may not be what they have in their mind, but it's the perception you create in their mind. And of course, that creates a position in the marketplace as well. So you need to be able to be positioning yourself. So what are the 7 steps? I've created this process where we cover 7 steps. The first one is purpose. It always starts with yourself. And they're all 7 P's. So all words starting with P. First one is purpose. Second one is problem. What do you solve? What's the thing you're good at? Then who are you working with? Who do you solve the problem for? Product is what product and service you create for them and how do you deliver it? Position is how you want to be positioned in the marketplace. So this is where you need to take action and not just let others go, oh yeah, I think he does this. So I think she does that. No, they need to know very clearly. I've got my own title, brandographer. You make something up, you make it relevant, and then you talk about it. Your persona is very important because that's your personality that comes through your imagery, your videography, so your moving image, your graphic design work that needs to happen, and the words you say. So how you visually are presenting yourself, and that's visually and through words. We see words, obviously, because we read them, imagery, videos, graphics, etc. And lastly, promotion, because if you're not promoting yourself, well, then you created a brand and no one knows about it. Let's get started with the first one here. It's all about purpose. It starts with you. So with you, you need to be thinking about, well, who am I? So stand in front of the mirror, ask yourself the question, who am I? And come up with some of these. I've come up with these questions. So who are you as a person? Look back from when you were a teenager and what were the things you're doing on a repeated basis? Were you always in groups? Were you always away from groups? What were the key things? What were the habits? What were the key themes that were recurring? Your values are very important. Now, everyone says honesty, integrity. Okay, great. If you're not honest and you don't have integrity, et cetera, well, that's sort of basic. But delve deeper into your core values. Mine are harmony and what's the other one? Harmony and justice, right? Justice and harmony. When I see things that are not done right, my blood boils, right? And when things are not in balance, what's going on? I don't like chaos. Right. So you need to have your values and know them and portray them as well. What do you stand for? Where do you draw the line? Your reasons that get you out of bed. I don't know why I get out of bed. To make money. That's not a reason. That's an outcome. And what, of course, is your vision and mission statement? You can't say, well, Telstra has one. I don't need one. Yes, you do need one. All right. The next one you need to be thinking about is what problems you solve, right? What meaningful solutions can you provide? So the key areas here is talking about Can you, whatever problem you solve, how can you articulate that? How can you say that clearly so the other person, your target market understands it, right? I always say to clients, if a 5-year-old gets it, you're good. Not because your clients are dumb, it's because everyone's attention span is short. Everyone wants information quickly. We're in the click and collect, right? So you only do one thing, click and it's done. So you've got to be quick and precise. And if you're in doubt of how to say it, Sarah is our copywriter in a group, so she can help you get precise and be articulate with your words. Who else sees your prospects? So, who else is working with you above and below you in the sort of chain of command? Like, are they, who sees the problem before you? Who sees the problem after you? Who can cross-refer? Your audience, what are they trying to solve? Because not everything that you can do is that something that they need. We'll move on to people. So we've worked out, okay, this is my purpose, who I am. This is the problem I solve, what I'm good at doing. Now, who are the people that I serve, right? Who is your target market? So now we're talking about the TM, right? Not trademark, TM, target market. Specifically, your niche target market. Oh, no, people in business, anyone who's looking for, anyone, everyone, someone, they're not the words to use. Let's be specific. Where are they en masse? Where can we get to them in big numbers? You may have multiple market segments as well, so you may have to consider them as well. Consider your demographics and your psychographics. The stats you can get through your census and the behaviors as well. So when you go on Facebook and you advertise, you need to be thinking, oh, interests, etc. Moving on. I'm going to pass by these two. All right, next one. Your product is very important. What you provide, your product and service, and how you deliver it to your market as well. What exactly do you have? Highly suggest the number 3 is massively marketing. Good, better, best. This is a good one. That's a better one. That's the best. Right? You start with a cheeseburger, quarter pounder, Big Mac. It happens everywhere. And when you don't have that, you don't give people options. Your sending transaction model is about what's free, what leads people into name and email, what's the magnet that you have, what's the product for prospect, what's the first thing they can try out, taste tester, the core product you offer, and then product for clients. Moving on from that.
1 minute.
Your signature system is very important. So this is the thing that makes me amazing. And of course, you need your price structure and methods of payment. And you need to know how you deliver them, package them, etc. I'm going to pass by this one. Says 45 minutes into 7 doesn't go really well, does it? Your position is, right, what do you want to be known as? Not just another so-and-so. What's your title? What's your keywords? What's your tagline, which is your brand promise? Do you know your competition and where you fit in the whole sphere of your market? Your points of difference are critical. And of course, you need to be doing a SWOT analysis here. Second last one is persona, and that's about you, how you physically present yourself in front of your clients, how you dress, how you groom, right? Keep it consistent. Consistency is great. People don't like last minute surprises and, oh, you look totally different. Your photos, your videos, the language you use, the words you use, and the words you don't use. And of course, other brand assets, logos, colors, fonts, absolutely critical. Once all that is put together, where do you present yourself? Where do you go online? How are you promoting yourself online, offline? We do have an ebook that talks about the 5 branding channels where you can promote yourself. How are you communicating? What videos, instructional demonstrations, infographics, posts, etc. How is that going to happen? And what do your target market want? They may want videos, they may want posts, they may want emails. And the main strategies, of course, to generate your sales. So why is it important? You want to differentiate, you want to add credibility, position yourself as a leader, and create the right perception by having a personal brand identity. This is the ebook I mentioned earlier about the 5 branding channels and 55 different ways to be able to promote yourself. I'll share the link later on. We do have free Zoom sessions to create either your Zoom background, like you see the one over there, and also talk about your brand as well, because you may want a bit of a one-on-one session as well. That's me, Costa from Iconic Images, helping you build an iconic personal brand. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.